Welcome back! So today, we are working on a DIY LED light panel. It is inspired by the channel DIY Perks. He posted a video about making a window light out of an old TV and using all of the layers from that LCD panel and then sticking a 12-volt LED strip at the bottom of it in order to create a nice soft glow like we have right here. So the only changes that I made are mine is adjustable. Let me show you how I did it. I started off by checking for screws all around the perimeter of the panel. After getting them all off, I noticed that a metal cage was being held on by little clips, so those had to go next. After spending about 10 minutes trying to get the metal layer off, I realized I had to pull up a couple of stickers, and then it was finally free. Next off was the LCD layer itself. I just lifted it straight off, with a little sticker on the side holding onto it. I tried shining my phone light through it, but these things are seriously dark. I was considering maybe trying to use it as like a window sunlight display or something, but after barely seeing my flashlight through it, I scrapped that idea. Next up, a black plastic casing. This one had screws along the bottom, and then a series of plastic clips that just needed to be popped out. After that was off, we're down to the stuff we're looking for. First up, a diffuser sheet to soften the backlight. Under that, we've got two more layers, a Fresnel lens and another diffuser. I set all three of these aside to focus some more on the display body. I pulled out the thick acrylic plate next. This plate was surprisingly heavy. Under that was a white reflector sheet. My next target of focus was the LEDs at the bottom. I realized that there was some connectors being blocked with the tape on the back, so I peeled that up. I still couldn't figure out how to get that reflecting tape piece out, so I did what any rational maker would do, and I just broke off the little plastic snaps. I finally had a clear look at the LEDs. They were screwed down with some little Phillips heads, got those, and then peeled the strip up, and then fed the connector through the hole to free it completely. To light the panel, I grabbed a 12-volt LED strip from Amazon that included the lights, a dimmer switch, and a power supply. I'll leave a link to it down in the description. Now, I grabbed my calipers because I had measured the width of the original LEDs to be about 8.3 millimeters. With this measurement, now I knew these would be an almost perfect drop-in replacement at just under 8 millimeters. I went ahead and took a rough estimate to figure out what length to cut the LEDs to. Then I realized there were some little alignment pegs that were going to be in the way. I dealt with those swiftly. I realized I wanted to put the reflector back in to try and help with lighting everything. So after snapping another end of it off, it would fit with the LEDs. With that all in place, I peeled the protective backing off and started trying to work the strip into place. I used a couple of dots of hot glue in a few places just to be safe too. With that, I gave it a try. I'll be honest, I was a little underwhelmed. I tried removing some of the diffuser layers to get a higher apparent brightness, but it wasn't really worth removing. After that, I had to clip some more of the housing to make way for the power connector so that I could click the black plastic part of the body back on. I went ahead and pulled the remaining stray foam and sensor off the back after clipping the housing back on. Overall, it was a fun little project, and it's a really nice lamp. I might try and rig it up with its own C-stand to have a custom softbox style light, but for now, that's all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave me a like or a comment with an idea or a suggestion. Till next time, toodles!